The eclipse didn't end your story. It rewrote it. And that is what we're going to talk about today. So, welcome to Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. I'm so glad you're here. If this is your first time, welcome in, welcome in. It's wonderful to have you. If you're a returning subscriber or member, it's wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for being here and all your support. Let's see what cards came out. I'm not taking any reversals. We have Peace Angel. What happened during that eclipse? I think we had a timeline adjustment. We have Oracle of Gratitude. Ooh. You know, the energy today after the eclipse has been so interesting because it feels like we are still in very liminal space, as if we are still in the middle of the shift, as if we're at the crossroads, okay, but we're standing in the middle of the X, and we haven't quite gotten to the place where we've decided which journey we're going to take. And there's a lot of confusion for some people. Some people feel this peace. They're starting to feel peace. And there's almost some guilt about feeling this peace because so many people don't have it right now. Now, I'm going to tell you, this eclipse has set off some spiritual psychosis, okay? Probably in the people you didn't really see coming for that. There may be some group psychosis going on as well. That's just part of their journey. Okay, people who are going through it, it's part of their journey. Okay. So this is why it's so important to always stay really grounded. Okay, because working in spirit is a very etherical thing, right? And it's a beautiful thing. But if we do not stay grounded to our families, to everyday life, if we don't ground to nature, we are in danger of being swallowed up by the power that is. Okay. And this eclipse was super powerful, and it affected not just people personally, but society at large. And many people can't handle it. Okay, it's intense. A lot of us are going through a change. We are becoming more clear on our mission, our journey, on what we want from life, on who we want to be, who we were. There are many people who are shedding their skin, okay, and they're going through that process. And the thing is how you kind of know where you are is if you gain this peace, okay? Now, for some of you, this peace will be building, okay? It's just kind of slowly comes on you, over you, okay? And it's just, you might feel really guilty. You might feel kind of weird, like, I don't know why I feel peaceful, because look at the world. Look what's going on. How can I feel peaceful when there's so much stuff? And there is stuff. And it's overwhelming, especially as you grow in your abilities. You begin to feel the heaviness of that. So it feels even more strange to be in this place of peace. But understand that this peace is coming from a very divine place, because you are about to get on your road. Some of you think you're at the center of the crossroads, but you actually are on the road. And that peace is kind of your sign that, yeah, you're on the road. You're on the road, okay? And one of the keys to unlocking the knowledge and awareness that you're on the road is gratitude. that can be hard to come by right now. Hey, if you are not of a certain income level, then life is very hard. And even if you are of a certain income level, things could be hard too. Okay? Gratitude is very valuable right now. If you can be grateful for what you have, or a roof over your head if you're blessed with that, food in your belly, able to feed your kids. There are so many people struggling to feed their children right now. And honestly, I don't know what we're going to do, but we have to do something. But if you're lucky enough, fortunate enough to be able to do those things, that there's something to be grateful for. This is a new beginning. The peace you have is the peace that should remain, because there is more at play here than what meets the eye. And people often pick up on the malicious energy at play, okay? The manipulative energies, all right? But often we fail to connect with the good energies, the benefic energies, and they're here. And that eclipse has unleashed that, tapped that, uncapped that in many people. And the sign of that is this weird peace. It's like you woke up, or you just become aware that I know that the world is on fire. But I just feel like I just need to do this thing that I'm called to do. I just need to do this business. I just need to take care of these kids. I just need to take a deep breath. I just need to keep spreading my light. I just need to be in my highest frequency. I just need to be fully who I am. Because here's the thing. They can't do anything about that. That light you have, baby, that's magic. You want to know the presence of God and the divine? That's your authentic self. That's love. That's peace. That's magic. And your authentic self may look like a circus clown to other people, but to the divine, it is perfection. And perfection in human sense doesn't exist, okay? Your most authentic self may be wacky. But I'll tell you what, I bet it's interesting. And that's what the world needs. That's the beginning of your creator self, part of your highest self. Your authentic self is a key to you embodying your higher self on the planet. That 5D stuff people talk about. When you're your most authentic self, you're engaging your highest self. You begin to ground it. Are you listening to me? You begin to ground it into the world. You're bringing in a higher dimensional self into the world. And it is wacky. It is. Because your higher self doesn't really care what humans think. Your highest self is going to do what makes the engine go. What you were made to do, and that is shine your light, whatever it is. Some of y'all are great parents. You're great moms, you're great dads, you're great uncles, you're great grandmas, whatever it is. And that is your mission. to raise the next generation. Some of you guys are great musicians, and you are meant to play and connect and create. That's it. And by doing that and releasing the frequencies into the planet and the atmosphere, you make a change. It is simple and complex all at the same time. But it's a beautiful thing. It truly is. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So, you may feel the rewrite going on. You may not be aware that you're already on the path. You already chose it. And you got angels on your side. And let me tell you something. These aren't the little cherub angels they got all over the walls in these churches. No. These angels. You ever seen drawings of some of these angels? They are intense. They don't look like what you think, and I'm not going to tell you what they look like. I want you to see for yourself. Your abilities, your psychic vision is going to pop open. The veil, I don't know if you've looked at what's going on in the world, but the veil is so thin, and for some people, it is non-existent. If you really want to, go and you want to test it, go into a crowded place and ask for the veil to melt away and see what you feel, see what you see. Close it back up though, because I tell you, you might not want to have that open all the time. You're more powerful than you think, and your abilities are growing. That's part of this rewrite here. You're meant to be highly psychic. You're meant to be awake. You're meant to see. You're meant to create. You're meant to shine. You're not meant to be a machine of suffering for somebody else. Okay? All right, let's get another card here. We only got 2. We're 10 minutes in. We have Sandman. Is that a lion behind him? Ooh. That feels like a protector energy coming in. We have ancestors. Some of y'all, you've got some very protective ancestors on your side. They're protecting you at night. You might hear them in your house at night. You might feel them. Some of you may be a Leo. Okay. I really feel like pressure up through my solar plexus, out through my throat chakra. With the Sandman here, 18 reduces to a 9. You guys, I feel like your dreams are going to become more and more intense, more and more detailed. Some of you might feel like you're dreaming in 5D. Like so crystal clear, seeing colors that you can't explain. Some of you may have feelings that you can't really explain, like experience emotions that are new. I know this sounds kind of crazy, but when you experience the divine, okay, sometimes you experience emotions that you don't really have words for, okay? It's often said that we can't understand the mind of the divine, but we can feel the divine. And they have different words for it. They have, the Greeks called it ecstatis. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but the Holy Spirit, is one. There's Sophia, which is a goddess, but there's all kinds of words used for it, okay? But it is feeling the presence of the divine, whether it's the divine in you, the divine upon you, the divine connection, okay? And some of you may have this experience and not quite know what to do with it. If you've had this experience or you are going to have this experience, I encourage you to try not to um, label it. Okay, just have it and sit with it. Okay, the more you just allow the experience to be, the more you'll find you have them more. Okay, and the more they will teach you. Okay, when we start to define them, because I used to like try to define it, and I got really caught up in trying to define what these experiences were. I had to let go of that and allow these experiences to kind of teach me. Okay, I'm getting something about meditating in water. Okay, don't go to sleep. Okay, don't go to sleep in water. Okay, but meditation in water can be very helpful. Water is a conductor. I used to meditate in water a lot, and I had very, very incredible experiences. I think it can magnify the connection. So, if you feel up to that, that's something you might feel called to do. So just keep that in mind. Also, the shower. You can meditate in the shower. It doesn't have to be a bath. You can put your hands in water. There are some rituals that involve like a glass bowl, a candle, and certain kinds of water, different kinds of water, like holy water or spring water with different kinds of like Florida water or something like that put in. There's all kinds of things you can do. So if you feel guided to that, there's a lot of light in this reading. I feel like part of the eclipse here brought in more of your light energy. I feel like you're getting balanced. You're getting balanced from darkness and light. Okay, we are balanced. Okay, you can't have one without the other. All right, so we're getting into balance, and it can be very hard if you feel at home in the dark. Okay, I had a friend many years ago. He was kind of a mentor, teacher, friend, I guess. And he used to tell me even Persephone had to come out of the underworld. So you can't stay there forever. You got to come out. Okay. This time, as you come out, you're going to have more light. Okay. And you're going to feel more peace. Okay. Let's take the top one. Soul work. I am in service of love. There you go. You feel that? Yeah. It's a beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful feeling to be focused on doing good work. Work that helps, work that heals. And, the good work starts within. Okay. You can't help or heal another truly until you help and heal yourself. You can't give from an empty jar. I say this all the time. You must give to yourself. So I feel like I am in service of love. There's a lion again. You Leos are sneaking into this reading, babe. Okay. Love yourself. Okay. I want you to this next week to devote some time to being good to you. Okay. And it doesn't have to cost money. All right. It can be a short walk in the park with your kids. It can be, baking some cookies. It can be one night you don't cook dinner. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It just has to be intentional. Okay. It's about the intention. Take a bubble bath. Okay. The intention is for you to love yourself more. How about instead of when you get dressed, you don't immediately say, "Oh, I need to be on a diet." When you look in the mirror, you don't immediately say to yourself, "I'm getting old." Why don't you give yourself a break from that kind of negative self-talk? Instead of immediately saying these things to yourself, decide for a week, as much as you can, you're going to silence that because you're here to shine your light. And it's very hard to shine your light when you talk to yourself the way you do. You can't be saying things. You're very smart. You're very intelligent. You're more talented than you think you are. You're more attractive than you think you are. You have more to give than you think you do. But a lot of you are so tired, and I know why. It's because the world. Have you seen the world? Yes. Stress. Stress, money, family, toxic stuff, toxic environment, bills, ridiculous stuff. But you are being called to love yourself. That's part of the deal. That's part of the gig, is you got to love yourself. You can't be like me. I can't tell you to love yourself and then I don't love myself. So sometimes you guys don't see me for a while because you know what I'm doing? I'm loving myself. And that means I have to be in bed because I have lupus. I have autoimmune disease. So I'm resting. It doesn't mean I'm happy about it though. It doesn't mean I'm happy, y'all. It means I'm doing the do. I'm doing what I told you to do. You know, I have to do it too. So that's how it is. Let's get some tarot, shall we? Shall we get some tarot for this little eclipse reading here? It's being rewritten, you guys. So speak into existence instead of being negative with yourself. Speak into existence what you want to see, what you want to experience. Okay? Okay, let's get these cards. Let's get these cards. Okay. I'm not taking reversals. A Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands. Okay. Well, all right. Okay, tell me about this. The Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Passion meets opportunity. The whole deck is upside down. The Queen of Wands. Inspiration. Leadership. Vitality. Attraction. Magnetism. And here we got the little Leo again. Okay, are you a Leo? Are you a Leo? Do you have Leo somewhere in your chart? Or are you just a born leader? Are you a reluctant leader? You may be a reluctant leader. Listen, this is the thing with Leos, but also you don't have to be a Leo to have this. But many Leos often are made to be leaders. People look at them for leadership, but they don't really volunteer. They don't really want to be a leader, but it's just kind of people naturally are like, hey, will you do it? And then it's like, oh, okay. All right. So we have the King and the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Okay, divine counterpart energy here. Can't ignore that. Okay. We also have the balancing of masculine and feminine energies. Okay. We have a cup of opportunity. Passion meets opportunity is what I'm hearing. Passion meets opportunity. Passion meets opportunity. Hey, hey, hey. That's good news. Okay, tell us about it. Some of you may be meeting someone very important. Okay, it doesn't have to be romantic, but it's a Knight of Cups. So there may be some kind of romantic gesture. You know what I mean? Some kind of romantic gift or offer. Okay. Okay, we have the Magician, we have the Two of Cups, and we have the Hierophant. Does somebody want to marry you? What's the deal? Are you already married? All right, that's for some of you. Okay. But somebody is trying to manifest like a face to face with you. This may be somebody who's a leader, has something to offer you. Okay. It could be in business, but it also could be like a friend or more. I kind of want to laugh. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe this person's funny. Um, but it's like they want to talk to you about something and they got something to offer. Okay. Um, Perhaps you're trying to manifest a offer yourself. Tell me about it. I want to know more. I want to know more about this. What is going on? It feels kind of chaotic. Okay. It feels like it's coming in during chaos. Oh. Hmm. During chaos. The star, the ace. I'm not taking any reversals. So we have this energy of feeling like an outsider, feeling, you may be going through some intense struggles right now. Okay, oops. Some intense struggles right now, which I get. Totally, completely get that. Um, and I feel like with the star here and the ace of swords, I feel like with the star is this is your light. Okay. You have held on to your light. And I think it's been really difficult for you to stay hopeful, to stay positive. I think this is part of what the eclipse is. I think it's transforming, it's transmuting this really intense, like painful energy of feeling not just on the outside, but like not having enough, being without, feeling like some of you guys may be worrying about where you're going to live, that kind of stuff. But just having hope, hanging on. I feel like there's a transmuting going on of this energy. Okay. And we have the Ace of Swords into some clarity here. All right. And then we have some action going on where I feel like somebody's wanting, perhaps you're going to have a conversation with somebody or somebody's coming through with a conversation. I'm feeling like a face to face here. And this is one or two things. Okay. You got balance going on for you where you're better able to make the right decisions that are going to lead you to positions of leadership. Okay. You've manifested this, or this is going to lead you to another level in a relationship. Okay, like a next level kind of thing, whatever your next level is. Okay, with the Hierophant here, it can be something traditional like marriage. Okay, but not for everybody because not everybody's down for that, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, you don't have to be, but it's definitely something that you're working on manifesting. So it feels like a really, really good thing. Okay, let's get one more card here. Give me one more card. What else do you have for this eclipse? We have the abundance mandala. Mandala. Did I say it right? Mandala. Yes. So there is abundance coming in on the other side of this eclipse. And I really think this abundance has to do with you becoming more balanced in your dark and light energy, in your masculine feminine energy, the willingness for you to be more authentic in who you are, and to let your light shine. And I know for some people that might sound like, oh, well, that's easy. Well, not really. Not if you're a child of the shadow. It's a challenge. It's a real challenge. In fact, you might be like, well, can we just go back and do some more shadow work? It'd be so much easier for me. No, you're being called to get your pretty little booty out into the sun. Okay, that's I mean, not like only if it's safe for real. I mean, like figuratively. Okay. But you're being called to get out into the sun, and now it's time for you to see all the work you've done and to reap the rewards of that. And I know that we're going into fall, and a lot of people do shadow work at this time. But for those of you who do shadow work all the time, rise, align, be the light, because you will be the light in the shadow for many people. And I know for a lot of you, that's like, oh God, I don't think I can do that. You're a reluctant leader. You don't want to do it because you understand the intensity of the mantle of that. That makes you even more qualified. I'm sorry, but it does, okay? So that's what I got for you today. I hope this resonated. I really enjoyed reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, if you made it this far, leave me a flower, okay, down below to let me know you made it this far. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And thank you for watching. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.